It's a packed weekend of action in USL Super League. All 8 teams will face off this weekend, and it all gets started from historic Cotton Bowl Stadium in Dallas, Texas, as the visiting Spokane Zephyr FC take on Dallas Trinity FC. Josh Appel, Christine Huber with you from historic Cotton Bowl Stadium. And Christine, here's how things are shaping up right now in the USL Super League table. Brooklyn still with a comfortable 5-point lead over Dallas and Carolina, who are tied there at second, as you see. But for those bottom 3 teams in the standings, specifically Spokane and Lexington, both at 12 points, they need a quick start here in the spring.
And it's so important they reset and regroup. They need to flip the script.
We'll have a tough task here tonight from the Cotton Bowl. Dallas comes in, 21 goals scored this year. That's tied for the most in Super League action, although about half of them have come against Lexington. This team is still prolific at putting the ball in the back of the net.
They really are a force on offense, multiple goal scorers. Leading the way is Allie Thornton right now with 6 goals.
And she assisted on Lexi Missimo's first goal in her dream debut last week against Tampa. Lexi, the Texas soccer prodigy, got on the score sheet in the 4th minute. It's the 3rd quickest goal scored in Super League history.
And she really knows how to score goals. Like we saw her do it in college, just called up to the U.S. Women's National Team Futures Camp as well.
Missimo adds a lot of firepower to this already explosive attack for Dallas. And for Spokane, it's going to be a tough task to try and contain it. They've got a -5 goal differential. They've conceded 18 goals this year, second most in Super League.
And we can see they score the goals, but they struggle to convert in front of the goal, and they leave multiple points on the table.
Well, we asked Coach Joe Johnson how they're planning to contain this Dallas attack.
Yeah, I think honestly taking away their ability to play through the middle, so kind of playing a U on the outside, making it predictable for our players, and we really have to track and be physical in the box. They get a lot of crosses off. They lead the league in crosses, and we got to make sure that we're up for that challenge.
Spokane is winless on the road this season. Dallas has only lost once in the Cotton Bowl this year. It's their 2nd of 3 consecutive home matches. To begin the spring season, Dallas, Spokane, next.
I said I'd rather be famous instead.
This is UT Southwestern Medical Center, and this is where a spark happens. This is the teamwork that fuels it, the mentors who shape it. And this is where it comes together, with this care team connecting the dots, all leading up to this moment right here at UT Southwestern, where discoveries change lives. And this spark is just the beginning. Follow your spark at UT Southwestern, the future of medicine today.
Move freely and feel the support with Compression Z leggings designed for ultimate comfort and recovery. Our premium compression wear helps relieve muscle soreness, promotes better circulation, and supports your every movement. Made with breathable, moisture-wicking fabric that stays odor-resistant and keeps you cool no matter how hard you push. Experience the difference with Compression Z. Use code Trinity20 to get your 20% off at www.compressionz.com.
Welcome back to historic Cotton Bowl Stadium in Dallas. This weekend's USL Super League action kicks off. Dallas Trinity FC, Spokane Zephyr FC. About to do battle here in Dallas. And there is Pauline McDonald. Wasn't thrilled with the draw last week at home against Fort Lauderdale. Felt like they left a bit out there, hoping for some improvements today. And here is how her starting 11 will look tonight against Spokane. Johnson, here's how they will line up, and some key pieces missing for Spokane.
Yeah, for sure. And we're looking to see if Allie Cook is going to come in, probably get her up top, forward, see if they can score some more goals. And of course, in goal, we have Heisey. She was named Player of the Month back in November.
Heisey in goal, making her 8th start of the season. She's got 3 clean sheets, 4 total for Spokane this season. They have yet to win on the road. Joe Johnson, though, said this team is extremely excited to be back from the break. Felt like it was good to recharge the battery, spend some time with some family and friends, but now it's back to action, trying to climb back into this playoff race. Look, they're 9 points back of that 4th and final playoff spot. String together a few wins. You never know what could happen here in the second half.
And the way to look at it, right, it's only halfway through the season. So is the glass half full or half empty? They have a lot of time to go and get these points and climb the table.
These two teams have played twice this season, a win for Dallas in Spokane and then a draw the last time these two teams matched up here at the Cotton Bowl. Joe Johnson was impressed with the way they played the last time here in Dallas. Felt they controlled parts of the game, had some good opportunities to score. Added Allie Cook in the winner, so they're feeling optimistic about potentially getting their first road victory of the season as we get underway from the Cotton Bowl. Dallas in that sunrise maroon, Spokane in the white. Josh Appel, Christine Huber with you. Last week against Tampa, Dallas jumped out to a 1-0 lead 4 minutes in. Pauline McDonald told us that maybe they scored a bit too early. She felt maybe they started to play back a little bit, not press as much as far as being as aggressive. Maybe got a little too content early on.
Yeah, that can definitely happen where you get complacent being up 1-0, especially that early. But what a dream start for Missimo. What a great debut.
Allie Thornton assisted on her first goal of the year, springing Missimo, who Pauline McDonald told us this week has fit in so well with this Dallas group. And you know, sometimes you're not sure the dynamics of how a new player coming in, especially a young player with the hype that Missimo entered the league with. But she's, according to Pauline McDonald, incredibly humble, incredibly adaptable to the situations that she's been put in so far. And of course, it's hard to have a better debut than scoring 4 minutes in.
And you can see the combo play, right, that's going to happen with her and Thornton up top.
See how Spokane deals with it today, and there's a giveaway taken by Dallas. Long-range shot, and it goes wide from Sealy Strawn. Strawn in the starting 11 today for Dallas. Took a deflection on the shot, so it'll be a corner for Dallas. Strawn set to graduate high school in 2026. That's correct. Graduate high school in 2026. She's an academy player for Dallas Trinity FC who's committed to be a Tar Heel once she graduates.
Just one of those players that's going to get a chance and an opportunity with so many Dallas players away at international duty.
Here comes the first corner of the match, handled by Hope Heisey, who was a 4-year starter at Arizona. Their all-time leader in saves, second most clean sheets in program history. Actually started the season as the backup to Izzy Nino. And Heisey has since taken over the nets for Joe Johnson in Spokane. And Christine, we talk about who Spokane is missing today, whether it's due to international duty or to injury. As we get a look at tonight's availability report, Hannah Davison out for Dallas with a hip injury. Gabriela Guillen called up by the Costa Rican national team, so she's on international duty. And then for Spokane, no Marley Canales. No Amita Ekic, Sophia Braun, no Jody Ukekel. Ukekel and Canales both out with injury. Ukekel a leg, Canales a hip. And then Ekic and Braun out for international duty. And Ekic probably, along with Canales, the two that this team will miss most here tonight.
Yeah, and we'll see this weekend, right, with every team playing and so many players on international duty.
Missimo takes away, sends it for Housen in front. Hinton, excuse me. It was cleared away momentarily. Missimo trying to chase it down before it gets over the end line. And it'll be another corner for Dallas. See how quickly Missimo can get in there, force a turnover, and create a chance.
She sure does, and this is what Dallas wants to do. They want to pressure and push that ball up at pace.
Gagu will take the corner. And Swinger punched out by Heisey. And now Spokane, or do they get a whistle and a foul in there? It looks like that might be what happened. Didn't hear the whistle though. But Heisey will have a goal kick and get it started. Or maybe she'll leave it for Sydney Cummings. Throw in here for Dallas. Dallas 3-1-4 here at the Cotton Bowl this year. Open the spring season with 3 straight home matches. This is the second of those 3. Big showdown against Brooklyn next week. And we asked Pauline McDonald about this matchup, and could be a trap game. Team that's hungry, nothing to lose. Sitting there in last place in the standings with 12 points. You've got Brooklyn, the #1 team in the league, coming into this stadium next week. How can they avoid that look-ahead mindset here today?
I think Pauline McDonald does such a good job tactically in training her team for really anything, and she wants her players to be able to adjust during the game, read what Spokane is giving them, and play off of it.
Sierra Hinson, cross to the right, Gagu. Top of the 18, left-footed shot, just whistles wide. A fantastic attempt there by Gagu, and it just would not go, but good pressure early from Dallas.
And how about Hinson being the one to set this up? Look at this ball in, just a nice bent cross outside the top of the box, and this shot just a bit wide.
And it went wide because of a slight deflection, so it's another corner. This time from the near side for Dallas, trickles around through everybody, gets all the way through, and this time it will be a goal kick. Despite Dallas being tied for second in the Super League table, they've got just 1 victory over the last 4 matches going back to the fall. 1-2-1 over the last 4. Given away again. Missimo tries, it was blocked. To the outside, another cross sent in, took a deflection. Spokane just trying to survive here, and they do. Gracie Bryan steps up, gets it over to Missimo. Missimo to the outside, this is onside, shot on, save made. Heisey keeps it scoreless, and yet another corner coming. But you just get the feeling that Dallas is inching their way closer to breaking through.
And this is exactly what Missimo brings to this Dallas team. Great little half turn. Notice how she takes the space until that defender comes up, which opens it up for the little slip pass.
How about the start for Celie Strawn? She's been involved a couple of times, couple of shot attempts already. Here comes the 4th corner out in front. Whistles into the hands of Hope Heisey, who has been busy in the first 7+ minutes of this match.
Yeah, Spokane really unable to get this ball up and forward, even out of their own half.
Dallas does such a good job scoring in that area right in front of goal. 19 of their 21 goals have come from that 6-yard box. And now they get it started again, but it's taken away by Spokane. Can they counter? Long ball to the outside, but that's not going to get it done. To look for Mackenzie Weinert. Pauline McDonald spoke highly of the midfield for Spokane and how strong they are there. But they've really struggled to get onto the score sheet. 13 goals this season. They're averaging under 1 per game. Of the 3 that they're starting up top in their starting 11 today, just 1 combined goal between the 3. Igiano, Weinert, and Jiscanek.
You can tell by that last play there, it just has to be quicker. A quicker turn, a quicker pace at the defense.
hoping that this reset for the spring season maybe spurn something here and maybe a run towards the postseason. Played back towards the keeper, Heisey.
Spokane really wants to attack this outside, the outside flanks of Dallas. That's where they feel they're going to get success.
Missimo, one touch, just out of the reach of Strawn. Taken in by Heisey. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Super League and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Weinert attempted the cross, was deflected out by Abiadoun, and a throw-in coming for Spokane. This is more like the Dallas team that Pauline McDonald, at least for the first 10 minutes, likes to see. Dominating possession. Giving them no chances in the first stretch of this game. Spokane now with their first prolonged pressure. Abiadoun, after the shot was blocked. Obugagu has it taken away. Here comes Spokane. The cross, it comes high and unplayable for anybody. Off the foot of Molly Rouse.
A nice pressure there by Spokane. Really getting up, trying to win it off of Dallas's. They have 3 defenders in the back, right? They're playing like that low block. So that's why Spokane wants to get that ball out wide. But right there on the quick defensive transition, they've got to go straight to goal.
Thornton was over there battling. Cleared away by Clark, and a throw-in for Dallas. Spokane throw-in. Heisey. Abiadoun unhappy with that foul call against her. She'll have to bottle that frustration and move on. Near side it comes for Mackenzie Weiner. Washington alum. Rouse lost it, another throw-in.
Dallas is doing a really good job on their defensive ball pressure. Spokane unable to get any space or even turn most of the time.
Just gotta wonder how long until we see Allie Cook make her Spokane debut. Spokane still on it. Flick towards goal, but nobody home. And easily handled by Madison White. Last week conceded 1 goal against Tampa in the first 5 minutes. H. Goins got the game tied for Tampa Bay. And that's how the game ended, a 1-1 draw for Dallas. Paulie McDonald said maybe some first game back jitters as Abiadoun again is whistled for a foul, frustrated as her and Molly Rouse were doing battle.
Debs right there, just closing down the ball immediately. She's not liking those last 2 calls, though. A little too strong, I think.
Corbin May is our referee today. Ricardo Ocampo and Seth Barton are the assistant referees. Matthew Corrigan is our fourth official. There's Mackenzie Weiner. Some experience with Seattle Reign. Prolific scorer between Oregon State and Washington in her collegiate career is Corbin May.
As we see here, Captain Amber Brooks
yep.
for Dallas, just kind of pleading her case, saying, hey, we're being physical, but not necessarily fouling.
So Rouse will stand over it. Rouse whips it in. Cleared away for the moment by Dallas. And it rolls out for a throw-in. In a dangerous spot, Spokane strikes first! On the road, Spokane shocks Dallas with a goal in the 16th minute.
How about this play? Off the throw-in, and take a look at this layoff here. And what a finish, just pace inside of the foot.
It was Murray who got the goal on her first shot on goal of the season.
How about that one?
On the assist from Emma Jaskanik.
And we'll see a lot of players hit that one over the crossbar. All she had to do was use the inside of the foot, just with pace, pass it into the back of the net, and that's exactly what she does.
How does Dallas respond?
A little bit of a stunner there.
Absolutely. Sense some early frustration is Abiadoun has got to be careful. That's the third foul she's been called for in the first 16+ minutes already.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Team Spokane, goal scored by number 26, Katie Murray, in the 15th minute.
Yeah, Debs just being a little over aggressive there, just going through to the ball, but unfortunately getting some legs as well along with it.
Jaskanik with her first assist of the season as well. So Murray from Jaskanik in the 15th minute.
Such a nice layoff too. Just going back and behind, gets the defensive shifted, which opens the goal frame wide open. I mean, don't forget, right, with this Dallas back line, with the missing players, you see Brooks now, who's normally your center mid, is now sitting back at that center defensive role. So it's a lot, and she's willing to do it, right? As a captain, you're, of course, going to do anything to help your team. But it's not necessarily the most best suited position for her.
And Brooks, of course, one of the only 7 players in this league to play every single minute of every single match this year. Sarah Clark for Spokane has also done that. But Brooks, the leader for this team, to say she's very experienced is putting it lightly. You mentioned it, no Hannah Davison out with an injury. Gabby Guillen on international duty, so a bit short-handed on the defensive side for Dallas today.
You know, and as we were going through the lineup and the tactics, just trying to figure out exactly where each player is going to go with those missing players. And players are playing out of position, but it's what they have to do for the team. Right now, they just have to pick it up and try to finish those offensive chances.
Trinity fans, don't miss out. Join the team for the next home match just 15 days from now on March 9th as they take on first place Brooklyn FC while celebrating International Women's Day. Another 4 p.m. kickoff, and all fans in attendance will receive a free pair of DTFC sunglasses. Scan the QR code to secure your ticket now, or send an email to tickets@DallasTrinityFC.com to learn more. Strawn. Pinballs off a few players. Spokane unable to control. It's a throw in here for Dallas.
And they're really struggling to get it out of their own offensive end or their own defensive end into their offensive third. The goal was coming off another win from their offensive players.
Down for Dallas for the moment. That's Walker. She's all right.
Walker, whose maiden name is Weinbrenner, who just got married. So if you say, hey, she looks kind of familiar, but the name doesn't match up, that's exactly it.
Congratulations to Jenna, married during the break. There's Sealy Strawn, North Carolina Tar Heel. Another throw in here for Spokane. Bourgeois will throw in. Ooh, that can't feel good.
You see Dallas just bringing their defenders up, trying to reduce that space in the middle for Spokane to go through. They're going to play with a very high line.
Dallas to throw in again. Dorsey gets knocked down, almost gave it away. How about the effort from Spokane so far? They got dominated for the first 10 minutes, Christine, but since then, they get the goal, and they've been a thorn on the side of Dallas.
And I think what's happening with them is they're struggling at getting out from their goalkeeper, from the defenders, but when they have the ball up in their offensive third, they're able to keep it there. They're able to keep that there with their pressure on Dallas's defenders.
We talked earlier about how Spokane has struggled to score this year, and Joe Johnson, we asked her about that. Look, we create a lot of chances, and that's sometimes the hardest part. She said she'd be more worried if they weren't creating the shots, weren't creating the chances, they didn't have the touches in the 18. But they need some composure, they need some courage to finish. They've worked on adding more numbers into the box, and although that wasn't exactly what happened on their goal tonight, as that corner is unplayable, it does show you that, at least in that instance, finishing was a step of improvement from the first half.
They're there. They just now need to work on the composure and the confidence in the box to be able to finish. And a lot of that comes from the repetition. It has to be reps in practice.
Abiadoun gets it started for Dallas. To the outside, Missimo. Scored in her debut last week. Tries to cross one in, it was blocked away, and a throw in coming. And this is something that Joe Johnson told us that Spokane was game planning for. Nobody sends more crosses than Dallas. How do you think they've handled that aspect so far?
Yeah, Dallas loves to send in those early balls, and they're doing okay with it because Dallas is really beating them in the middle, and the one quality opportunity they had did come from an early cross inside.
Dorsey has to reset it back to Jenna Walker. Historic Cotton Bowl, a goal in the 15th minute by Katie Murray.
Is it warmer in Tampa? I hope it's warm.
Spokane has yet to win on the road. They are winless in their last 5 matches.
Is it warmer in Tampa?
Scored just 2 goals in their final 5 games of the fall. Their spring season has gotten off to a good start. In the First 15 minutes on the road against a team tied for second in the table.
That's kind of the parity of the league.
Right.
Right? I mean, any given day, 8th place could beat 1st place, home or away. We've seen it, you know, all over in the fall season.
Pauline McDonald very aware this team cannot take Spokane lightly.
Nice build-up right here by Spokane.
To the outside it comes for Weinert. Weinert then takes a hit from Walker, and Dallas, yellow card issued to Jenna Walker. Spokane will have a free kick from an advantageous spot here just outside the 18. You mentioned great buildup.
Great build-up here, and if you notice, right, they're attacking that outside, and definitely a foul, definitely a card, no issues with that whatsoever. It was really just one last player to beat, and that was Walker. But that's what they want to do. You see how quicker they were playing in their transition. They weren't holding on to the ball. They attacked. They used the momentum of the ball to get forward.
Spokane scored their first goal right after a free kick, albeit from much further out. This is a good spot, a dangerous chance. Rouse will stand over it.
She can put a nice little outswinger in here to one of her players' heads in the box.
Here it comes. To the back post.
Ladies
Decent
and
ball, but
gentlemen,
couldn't put a play on it.
a caution has been
Abiadu
issued by the referees to Dallas Trinity.
tried to clear it all the way down and maybe spring Missimo, but pass was deflected and a throw-in is coming. Dorsey trying to find a teammate to get it into, finally does. Pretty strong of a touch, and Spokane is able to chase it down. Sarah Clark gave it away. Missimo back to the outside. Crossed in, back post, and it's gobbled up by Hope Heisey.
Heisey's been very busy so far this first half. And same type of thing, right? Spokane just can't get it out of their own defensive third. Their best bets or their best chances have actually been when Heisey has sent that long ball. Even if they don't win it, they can then start their defensive pressure from 70 yards away from their own goal mouth.
You know, since the first 10 minutes, it seemed like Dallas remains just a bit off. A step or two here, a step or two there.
They don't have that acceleration they had in those first 10 minutes.
McDonald told us that, again, while it's nice to get the result at the very least, it feels like they should have had 3 in the game last week against Tampa. Cannot imagine she'll be thrilled being down 1-0 here in the first 27 minutes at home. By the way, we talk about the struggle of Spokane scoring goals. They did bring in Allie Cook. Not the starting 11 today for Spokane, but is available for selection. Chappelle Christine Huber with you from historic Cotton Bowl. First of 4 matches around Super League this weekend. 3 today, 1 tomorrow. As Murray doesn't like the whistle called on her there. Murray, the goal scorer for Spokane back in the 15th minute.
Spokane's front line, they've done their job, right? They scored their goal. They're putting great pressure on this Dallas defense.
An all-important first goal on the road. Just know Dallas is going to have a push. It won't be there, though, as Heisey comes to meet the moment.
And if I'm Coach McDonald right now, I'm telling Heisey, punt it. Just punt it far, high, get it out, get it over midfield, and then regroup. Just
she
like
listened,
that.
yeah.
Just shot her a text and told her what to do.
Well, I'm not sure they're allowed to have those out there. You got the message through regardless. She gets up with it again. Same result. Sends it all the way down. Abiadun got a piece of it though. Deflects all the way over the touchline for a throw-in.
See, and now they can play, right? They can play 40, 50 yards closer to goal.
Schwa tried to get it started. Dallas takes away. Ubugagu. Abiadun couldn't combine on that give and go. The crowd here at the Cotton Bowl trying to get Dallas Trinity FC back into this. So amazing to see how these fan bases have embraced these teams in the inaugural season of USL Super League. A bunch of homegrown talent on this side, including Lexi Missimo, who to UT Austin, a legend there, committed to Texas while she was in 7th grade. And this is someone who has been highly touted essentially her entire life, and offers to go pro with Arsenal or Man City out of high school, elected to go play for the Longhorns. She's built a real connection already with the city of Dallas. The welcome she got, Dirk Nowitzki, Marty Turco, Mike Madano, Nancy Lieberman, you name it. So many high-profile Dallas athletes and figures welcoming her. Gear up, Dallas Trinity FC fans. Show your team spirit with exclusive merchandise. Scan the QR code now to shop our latest collection and support the team in style. Bourgeois with some space. Angles left with Strawn watching her. Leaves it to the outside. Chased down in the corner. Back towards the middle, some space. Down on Ubugagu and then taken away Abiadun. Rouse just kind of gave it away there.
Lucky there for Rouse, but a good build-up by Spokane. And again, what are they hitting, right? They're hitting those outside flanks.
Thornton had it knocked off her foot. A little quiet in this first half, Allie Thornton. Tied for 2nd in the league with 6 goals. Kane of Fort Lauderdale, of course, the league lead for the Golden Boot, but as we talked earlier, about half of Dallas's goals this season have come against Lexington. For McCain, that's the case as well for Fort Lauderdale.
Poor Lexington. Poor Lexington, as we have them, we'll see them later tonight. Conceded a lot of goals, but have also scored a lot of goals.
Here comes Weinert. Her shot blocked. Goes to a handball. Just a deflection, and it'll be a corner. Of course, the news out of USL Super League this week, Lexington making a coaching change. So tonight, their first match under their interim head coach. What kind of spark do you think that might give them?
We spoke to the new coach, and it seems like it's going to be business as usual. I think the locker room and the team's going to respond to her quite well. So it's exciting to see. We'll see how they do tonight.
Ollie Rouse to whip it in. Grabbed by Madison White.
And Madison White, we haven't really had a chance to talk about her too much here as we see her grab this corner kick out of the air. Currently ranked 2nd right now in clean sheets and 3rd in saves in the league. So it's one of the reasons Dallas is up there in 2nd place. And she might be cramping up already, just going up for that high ball.
Let's take a look back at the only goal so far in the 15th minute.
And this has to be on the scouting report as well, right? Get the ball close to the end line as you can and then lay it off, because we've seen it a few times. We also saw it on the corner kick with the head ball, or the free kick actually, and the head ball. She didn't go straight for goal. She tried to lay it off backwards into the center of the field. And that has to do with the fact that Dallas has those 3 players on the back line.
Dallas again without Hannah Davison, no Guillen either. Guillen on international duty. Davison out with a hip injury, was questionable coming in. Now we're back ready for action. Some space for Clark. Then she goes down. Dallas played very physical. Gracie Bryan does not agree with the call.
You never really agree with the call if you fouled the player.
It's amazing how that works, right?
But you see Spokane, right? In their buildup, they are sending those long balls from the back now. They're almost skipping their midfielders, getting it forward. And as soon as they do get the ball in the middle, they get to their highest player, those outside flanks then just start sprinting, and that's where the open space is.
Rouse to deliver the ball in. The header just comes wide, and a goal kick coming for Dallas. Hey, USL Super League fans, every Wednesday listen to USL Super League Game Week, a deep dive into all things Super League with hosts Marion Crowder and Anna Whitty, along all season long on the Sirius XM app.
Spokane picking up their defensive pressure now, playing a little more high press. And Dallas is now the one having trouble getting the ball out of the back.
How much of that do you think is frustration? How much of that do you think is just who they're missing? Because I can't imagine here in the 36th minute at home against a team in last place with the, the second most goals in the league, has struggled to score this year, that they ever imagined they'd be down 1-0.
I think it's Spokane doing the actual adjustments, right? As you can see, they're pushing everybody up now. They're immediately putting pressure on the ball and at a deeper area. And this is a perfect example, right? Look at how high and how far up Spokane is pressuring right now. And Dallas is unable to get it out.
What can they do? How can they adjust?
For Dallas, they have to play a little quicker, suck in those defenders, and then look to play it to the middle and then switch the fields. That's where the open space is going to be. So this is exactly it, right? Brooks needs to play to this far side now. This is where the open space is going to be.
Sent into an open space, nobody home. Joao will throw in. Nissimo. Now Biadoun tries to deflect it. Nice little flick on. Thornton on it for Dallas. Long range, just over the bar. Oh, man. Allie Thornton, talented goal scorer, nearly leveled us at 1 with that beauty of a chance.
This is exactly how quick Dallas can switch in the transition. Nice little layoffs there, nice little 1-2s. It gets Thornton in. Listen, we know Thornton has the green light to shoot by all means, and Heisey keeping busy in goal. What a great tip.
Did glance off the crossbar as well, so double deflection and a corner. Here it comes. A little short, able to be cleared by Spokane. Sent into the area once more. Kept alive, deflecting around, and now it's clear. Biadoun to the outside. Is this onside? It is. Flag stays down. Now Dallas couldn't put one on frame though. Thornton chases it down, Vigiano watching her. In the corner they battle. Vigiano takes it away from Thornton with ease. How about Spokane dealing with that and surviving? Rouse. 15th minute goal from Katie Murray on her first shot on goal of the season. Her first goal. Space in the middle. Murray. To the outside it comes for Weinert. Weinert trying to find a good angle. Dorsey closed her off. And Walker went down courtesy of Emma Jaskanik. And White has it for Dallas.
What a great coaching plan and tactic so far by Joe Johnson for Spokane. I mean, they are playing Dallas to a T right now. I think it did take them those few minutes to get it going. But I mean, they're hitting exactly the right gaps, exactly the right spaces, and it's working for them. And not only that, they're the bottom of the table, and they're not slowing down at all with a 1-0 lead. You know, they're not sitting back. They're still playing high pressure and going right at Dallas.
Molly McDonald for Dallas told us she expects 6 points in these next 2 home matches. We're going to get the 3 points tonight. It'll have to be in come from behind fashion. Dallas finds some late magic in this first half. Get the game level before the break. Strong gets it in. Dorsey for a Biadoon. Donald spoke highly about a Biadoon, but she gave it away, and now here comes Spokane trying to counter. Weinert, though, easily taken away. Walker.
So let's see if Dallas can put something together now, right? They need to knock this ball about. See if Brooks can get the ball, switch to the other side. You see how Spokane is sucked into the lower side of your TV here. They've got to get that switch up to the top side.
I'm sure if you ask Joe Johnson, she'll tell you that they've been executing their game plan to a T in this first half.
They really have. Hats off to her for obviously creating it, and even more important that the players are listening and following that game plan.
Sometimes there can be that disconnect.
Or sometimes it takes players 30 minutes or so to figure it out.
Of course, getting that early goal helps.
For sure.
Takes a lot of the pressure off.
For sure.
Walker throws in. Obugagu couldn't get that one through, and it's taken by Spokane. The noggin of Gracie Bryan ends up with Jaskanik. She assisted on the goal. Rouse, Weinert, cross, back post. Oh, that close to a 2-0 lead. Beautiful service in, but Spokane just could not capitalize. Vigiano sent it high.
What an opportunity right here for Spokane, on the doorstep and unable to finish. She just needs to come through that ball a little more, and she knows it.
That's a lot of what Joe Johnson was talking about. They've created the chances.
They're there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she is talking about. They're right there, a perfect opportunity. So how do you get better at that? It's the repetitions, right? In practice, before practice, after practice. You have to be put in those situations every day.
Dallas will get another chance at this throw-in. Brooks for Walker. Walker absorbs the pressure and gets it out. Hinson, who's been quiet since the first few minutes. Dallas resets. On the 15th minute, first of the season for Katie Murray. One minute of added time.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 1 minute of added time in the first half.
Abiadu takes it away. Dallas again. Obugagu chases it down. Right on the goal line. Still with it, out in front, takes a deflection. Missimo, one touch, trickles on. Almost mishandled by Heisey. Whoa, I'm sure a lot of hearts dropped on that Spokane bench.
Heisey with the last second reaction for that. Not sure if she was blinded by all the players in front of her. Great ball in here though. And I think it did take a little deflection, caught Heisey off guard.
Fortunately for her in Spokane, good to see another play. Gagu for Hinson. Her cross is low, and it was a perfect ball. It got all the way through, but nobody was home to put it on frame, and that is the whistle for halftime. A surprise to everybody, Christine. A 1-0 lead at the half for Spokane Zephyr FC on the first goal of the year by Katie Murray back in the 15th minute.
They tactically are sticking to their game plan, and it is working. They're playing high pressure. They're putting the Dallas defense under that pressure. They're able to win that ball and transition quickly to goal.
Joe Johnson talked to us about her game plan before the game. How can they contain this Dallas attack? Well, they've done a good job of that. They've also had the better chances and the lead here after one half. Spokane has yet to win on the road this season. They are 45 minutes away from grabbing the 3-point result at historic Cotton Bowl Stadium. It's Spokane 1, Dallas 0 at the half. Back with more after this.
New flavors, the same traditions. Be the guest of honor. Add more flavor to your parties. El Jimador, spiked bebidas.
Corbin defending. Ramirez is in behind the keeper and scores!
Marley Canal is with the cross. Richardson tapped home.
Bedoya launches and tucks it into the top right-hand corner. Whoa! Save man by Heisey.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Relay Human Cloud makes it easy. Relay Staff Augmentation Model takes the risks and hassles out of global teams. Top talent, fast productivity gains, and up to 75% in labor savings.
Relay Human Cloud. Unlock growth through global teams.
This is UT Southwestern Medical Center, and this is where a spark happens. This is the teamwork that fuels it, the mentors who shape it. And this is where it comes together, with this care team connecting the dots, all leading up to this moment right here at UT Southwestern, where discoveries change lives. And this spark is just the beginning. Follow your spark at UT Southwestern, the future of medicine today.
Move freely and feel the support with compression Z leggings designed for ultimate comfort and recovery. Our premium compression wear helps relieve muscle soreness, promotes better circulation, and supports your every movement. Made with breathable, moisture-wicking fabric that stays odor-resistant and keeps you cool no matter how hard you push. Experience the difference with Compression Z. Use code Trinity20 to get your 20% off at www.compressionz.com.
Welcome back to historic Cotton Bowl Stadium in Dallas. Spokane a surprising 1-0 lead at the half on the road in search of their first road victory of the season. Katie Murray, the goal for Spokane. Well, it's a busy weekend here in USL Super League. All 8 teams are in action, but some international call-ups, Missy, including a few from our game today, Christine.
Yeah, we're going to see this weekend that a lot of teams are filling in with academy players. Some are a bit short players. It's other players' time to shine on the pitch.
Carolina Ascent ended its 4-match winless streak after defeating Lexington 2-1 at home last week, so now they're tied with Dallas in the USL Super League table for second. And then, how about Brooklyn? They return to action tonight in search of their Super League record 7th straight victory. Don't forget, Christine, Brooklyn, Dallas, big showdown right here at the Cotton Bowl in their next game.
And Brooklyn just coming off a nice little trip to Italy for their break, so let's see what they come back.
All right, well, of course, Marion Crowder and Anna Whitty do such a great job each and every week for you, keeping you up to date on everything USL Super League. Let's check in with them for the USL Super League game week.
We've got national team call-ups, player debuts, and plenty of exciting news to discuss.
Mia Corbin makes it count. It's 2-0.
Plus, our special guest joins the show to tell us why she chose soccer over softball, and she breaks down the reality show that is plaguing the league.
Mentioned everybody in action around Super League this weekend. Here's what we got the rest of today, all streaming right here on Peacock, Tampa Bay and Brooklyn, followed by Fort Lauderdale United FC and Lexington SC right after their coaching change. Fans here in Dallas hoping to see the home side, Dallas Trinity FC, come up with a come-from-behind victory. Halftime here in Dallas, 1-0 to Spokane.
Oh, Lord. I saw some earlier. I think that was fun. Can I look? No? Really? Like, I'm not good at art. Oh, it's upside down. You guys. This is bad. Now I really love the logo of the go. This is no shade. I'm gonna draw some clouds. Like it's in the sky. Oh my god! No, yes. I think so. It kind of looks like Mr. Croft in some way. I do believe I can I don't do art, guys. Don't take it, dude. Dallas Trinity fans, looking to make your match day experience unforgettable? Gather your squad and take advantage of our current experiences. From cheering on the team in the tunnel for walkouts, to standing on the pitch during warm-ups, or even taking your best shot on goal post-match. These are memories you'll never forget. Scan the QR code on the video board to get started, or stop by the Trinity table in the fan zone today to learn more. Trinity fans, want the latest scoop on everything going on at the club? Sign up on our newsletter by scanning the QR code now to hear about TTFC appearances, merch, and ticket discounts. And be the first to hear about our new signings. Sign up today. Trinity fans, get ready for a game we're calling counterattack. Our players go head-to-head, naming things in different categories, going back and forth to see who can keep up the fastest. Let's see who's got the sharpest mind on the team.
Welcome back to Cotton Bowl Stadium in Dallas. Spokane, a surprising 1-0 lead over Dallas at the half. Josh Appel, Christine Huber. Let's take a look at how we got here with our first half highlights from Dallas. Christine, the first 10 minutes, it was all Dallas. Missimo with this early chance.
Missimo really was a big impact in the beginning of this game, just creating so much. And you can see how important she is to the Dallas team.
Dallas with some near misses in that first half. Missimo setting up Celie Strawn there, but in the 15th minute, it was Spokane cashed in first.
What an excellent layoff this is, just sending it backwards, which creates a wide open goal and an easy finish with the inside of the foot.
Murray's first shot on goal resulted in her first goal of the season. That was all for the first half. Scoring 6 shots to 8 attempts. Dallas in front there, 3-1. The only shot on target ended up in the net. Dallas, big possession team, dominating possession. They had more corners, but they have not been able to break through yet.
And they've had those chances. They've had those crosses, those early crosses we saw, but you're right, unable to put it in the back of the net.
We'll see if they can mount the comeback in half number 2. Kickoff is coming up.
Dallas Trinity fans, the fan zone located outside of Gate G is open all match long. Whether you're looking for a Vice League merch to show off, or you want to make your very own DTFC poster, we've got you covered in the fan zone. Please welcome back to the pitch for the second half, your Dallas Trinity FC. Dallas Trinity FC fans, tonight immediately following the match, join us between sections 29 and 30 where you will have the opportunity of getting autographs from your Dallas Trinity players.
Spokane with a 1-0 lead over Dallas as we get ready to start the second half. Josh Appel, Christine Huber with you, and Christine, Allie Thornton, one of the top goal scorers in the league. Relatively quiet in the first half, but Dallas will rely on her here in the second half to get things knotted up.
And it's important that she gets more opportunities in front of the goal. I'd like to see more combos with her and Missimo getting in the box, or even more early crosses to break through. They really have not broken or gotten behind the defense too many times.
Still trying to figure out that chemistry, Thornton and Missimo, both playing up top. Missimo just added, of course, last week. What do you like about the combo of those two players together?
Yeah, they're playing with 2 9s. They have to get used to playing with one another. It's almost like a rope is behind your back, a rope is around my back. When one goes, the other has to go in that same direction. Like to see them play a little more connected, 10, 15 yards apart so they can combo off of one another.
Certainly asking a lot of an experienced player like Thornton to take on a somewhat different role, playing with Missimo, and both of those two are, as we said, still gelling together, but very unselfish, both very humble players. Thornton, of course, set up Missimo last week in the 4th minute, 3rd quickest goal in Super League history in Lexi Missimo's debut.
That's definitely something that they chatted about at halftime as well, from the coaching staff down on through as players, and the two of them just have to pick it up a little bit more. Missimo's done well in the middle. She's been winning those second balls. They have to transition a little faster from when they win the ball to going forward.
Looks like Dallas has made a change to begin this second half. Tamara Bolt debuted last week, played 20 minutes as a sub.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Substitution for Dallas Trinity in the 45th minute. Entering the match is number 16. Leaving the match is number 12.
So Celie Strawn exits, and Tamara Bolt enters. Katie Murray, the lone goal scorer today, 15th minute, as we get underway in half number 2.
1 shot, 1 goal for Murray. How about that for a percentage?
Yeah, as a team today and for her this season. Dallas, if you're wondering, their efforts in comeback victories this season, when they concede the first goal, 2 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. So about half their games, essentially, they've conceded first. And they've been able to claw back a result in 4 of them. Let's see if they can do it here tonight at home. Christine, what does Dallas need to do in order to get that equalizing goal? And on the flip side, how can Spokane protect this 1-0 road lead?
For Dallas, like I said, they really need to look to win those balls in the midfield, transition faster. That's when they're going to catch Spokane off their guard. It'll open up some gaps, open up more spaces for them to score. And on the flip side, Spokane, I like their high pressure defense coming from their forward. So I'm okay with them so-called booting the ball down the field, get it out and out of their defensive third. Even if they don't win the ball on that clearance, their next play can win it.
Say no handball there. Could have been a disaster start to the second half for Dallas. Instead, they survive for the moment. Goes out for a throw-in.
I like how Spokane, they're keeping the foot on the gas pedal. They are not backing off at all with a 1-0 lead.
As they should. I mean, look, they need to gain position in the table, right? They're on the road here against Dallas. Talented goal scorers for Dallas, talented offensive players. If you sit back and allow them space and allow them time to create, they'll eventually cash in.
And this shows the parity of the league. This doesn't look like number 8 versus number 2.
Not at all. Low cross, heavy touch. Shot on was deflected. That had reservations for the back of the net. Looked like another potential handball there, but it's let go.
That was dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Very dangerous.
It was Dorsey who made the slide. Let's see how close it came.
Oof. I don't know about that one. That's worth a complaint for sure. But no VAR here, so we play on.
Good quick start here for Spokane in the first few minutes of this half.
And they're still staying with that high defensive pressure.
And you understand it, you know, why go away from what's working?
It's working. Right.
Vigiano around the corner. Here comes Vigiano, scanning her options, throws it in front. And a goal kick is coming.
You talked earlier about the Spokane starting forwards, how they really don't have much goal production. Well, maybe they're in there to almost be the first line of defense, right? Let the midfielders then win the ball and attack and take those shots.
That is the strength of this Spokane team, is their midfield. Of course, Katie Murray, midfielder, she got the goal. And we've sensed it throughout. Davison and Guillen, both unavailable today for different reasons. And that's contributed at times to, I wouldn't say struggles defensively for Dallas, but maybe some of their mishaps.
I think it takes some of their midfielders out of their proper position and puts them back at defense. That's where it hurts them.
Aggressive off the line by Hope Heisey. Dallas has been held off the score sheet 4 times this year, 0-2-2. 2 of those against their next opponent, Brooklyn. The last time these 2 teams matched up right here in the Cotton Bowl, a 0-0 draw.
Spokane sticking with that long, direct ball. And now they know they can push everybody up, and this is where they're going to start playing defense.
Brooks throws it right in to Maggiano.
Perfect example, right? Spokane wins it back.
Not even challenging Vigiano there. She had it immediately.
Another long ball.
Vigiano trying to chase it down. She's watched by Dorsey. Dorsey gets there. Tamara, Holt.
It's a nice split ball there.
Gagu, she goes down courtesy of Katie Murray. Play rolls on. Stay up to date with USL Super League. Sign up for the Super newsletter. Get news about your favorite team and stories from around the league delivered directly to your inbox weekly. Sign up at uslsuperleague.com/newsletter.
Looks like we have a yellow card here on Dallas. Verbal dissent towards the referee.
Second yellow issued to Dallas. Good turn by Hinson. Her cross. Good one, but defended well by Spokane. Bryan for Dorsey. The yellow's on Chioma Ubogagu. Abiadun. Thrown into the middle, but nobody home. For Dallas. For a moment like they might have had a takeaway instead. Jaskanik, who assisted on the Murray goal. Murray to the outside. Weinert Sent in, and it rolls wide.
Such great on-the-ball defense by Amber Brooks there. Not letting anyone go by her, did not fall for any of the ball moves. That type of position right there, you want to watch the offensive player's hips. See where the hips go, and then that's how you defend it.
To Dallas Trinity, number 14, Chioma Obugagu.
You hear the announcement for the yellow for Obugagu, much to the protest of the home fans. What's impressed you most so far about this Spokane performance here on the road? Again, they have not won a road match this season.
This does not look like the bottom of the table team at all. Here they are playing away at the Cotton Bowl, playing the #2 team in the league, whose really record should be almost, or they should have more points because they have 6 ties that they probably could have pulled off a few of those into more wins, which equals more points. And they're not missing a beat. They are putting this Dallas team under pressure.
Dallas just cannot seem to get on the right foot, on the right page with each other.
And credit Spokane defense for that,
No
right?
doubt.
They're closing the ball down quickly. The next step is filling that space, filling that gap. So what normally Dallas may seem open, it's not open today. And when we talked to Coach McDonald, she said, look, they want to adjust to what the opponents give them. And right now, I don't think Dallas is doing that.
Dorsey. Tried a little combo play, almost lost it, got it back. Battle for it. Murray wins. Biadoun watching her. We see Allie Cook, the new Spokane signing during the winter break, here as a sub in the second half. We were a little surprised not to see her in the starting 11 when we got the official lineups. Corner kick coming here for Spokane in the 55th minute. Katie Murray's goal in the 15th has stood the test so far. Rouse to put it in play. Got on, but wide. This is going to be another corner kick, though.
How about that high floating ball, just lofted and staying floating in the air. And Dallas has to get up and challenge this. It was almost a free header for Spokane. Can't let that happen in your box.
Yeah,
2 players, 2 Spokane players right there.
Thomas and Elmer. Rouse to send it in again. Front post. Gets another crack at it. But a nice job by Biadoun. Can this spring something for Dallas? Biadoun winds it up, sends it across. Tamara chases it down before it goes out. Tamara Bolt. Missimo. Biadoun.
Look at how tight Dallas is right now. They have to spread out. They have to get their back of their feet on the touch lines.
How does that from Dallas help Spokane in their defense?
Spokane can just kind of stay into a low block and stay nice and compact. And there's no way Dallas Trinity is going to be able to get that ball through the space, through the gaps. There aren't any. And Dallas did a good job, right? They won the ball defensively. They switched the field, but then everybody got sucked into the middle where they have to stay nice and wide. I always say, get your heels on the touchline. Your back to the crowd, your chest facing the field. You can see everything. The ball just hits you, and off you go into play.
Obugagu almost had it taken away by Murray. Obugagu goes down. No whistle. We play on. Now the whistle comes. Seemed like a pretty easy call. Surprised the whistle took so long.
Looks like he was waiting for advantage there to see if they were able to create anything, but tough day in the midfield for Obugagu. She feels, you know, or I feel at least, that she's been called on some pretty little easy fouls, and then when she was fouled, nothing was called. And I think that's what came about for her yellow card earlier. A little verbal dissent. She's still a little heated about it.
Sierra Hinson being a good teammate,
yeah,
calming her down, walking her away.
Walk away.
Abia saying, hey, you know, she's a little frustrated. Just let her be.
And she has a right to be frustrated.
Brooks off the free kick into the area, headed out in front, but only white jerseys there. Dangerous ball, but nobody there to capitalize. And Sunrise Maroon.
Where was Dallas? Why was everybody back and behind Brooks taking the kick?
Tamara Bolt ushered off the ball. Great defending there. I believe that was Murray again. The goal scorer doing it on the defensive side as well. Dallas Trinity FC fans, do you want the inside scoop? Sign up for our newsletter to receive the latest news, merchandise promotions, and exclusive updates. Scan the QR code now to join. Second sub for Dallas. Jenny Danielson did not play last week. Comes in for Gracie Bryan. See what kind of lift Danielson can bring to this Dallas side. Pass behind Hinson. Just cannot get on the same page.
Really been the story of the day for Dallas. Right idea, right play, just not connecting.
Vigiano winds up. Save made.
Vigiano being a little cheeky right there, trying to go near post.
Still looking for her first goal contribution of the season. Danielson just in. Finland native. Again, just out of the reach. Look how much room Tamara Bolt had on that touch line. An off-target pass towards any kind of buildup.
I haven't seen really any major adjustments from Dallas yet.
Hinson. Finding Obugagu, but well defended and cleared away by Bourgeois. Danielson with a nice move. Missimo might have thought somebody was behind her and let that one go. She could have made a play on it. Thomas to throw in. Abiadun does a good job stepping in front of it. Danielson.
A lot of Dallas's problems can be solved just by simple communication.
Just seem a bit off again in his second game back from the break. Second minute. Spokane has yet to win away from home. A second goal could put them well on their way. This performance so far for Spokane, not only has it obviously given themselves a lift, but it's taken this normally boisterous Dallas crowd out of it. In the box it comes. White had to be aggressive, and she falls on it.
Nice early read by White, seeing this through ball coming through. I mean, great job by Spokane just sticking with it.
It's Molly Rouse. Biadu heads it over, off target. Vigiano gets around Danielson. Can't get around Brooks.
She's such a nasty defender.
Yeah.
She really is. One-on-one defense is unbelievable.
Brooks one touch. Gets it ahead. Thornton trying to catch up to it. Cannot. Job by Sydney Cummings. Well, I see a last touch by Dallas, so a throw in for Spokane. Thomas will throw in.
You see all this space at the top of your screen now. Dallas has to work on playing the midfielders and then getting it nice and wide up their left flank.
Well, here it is, the much anticipated Spokane debut of Allie Cook. She comes on for Molly Rouse. Cook, an alum of Oregon and UCLA. New signing brought in during the break, scored 31 goals in nearly 100 games in college. Seventh most in program history for Oregon. Most recently played in 14 matches for Chicago Red Stars, and now here she is making her debut for Spokane. Joe Johnson said about her this week when we spoke to her that she brings a different profile to our front line than a wealth of experience in scoring goals and being a pro. Fun person to be around, so competitive in the box. Her strength and ability to challenge center backs has helped bring a different and exciting layer to the attack. Let's see if they can get that second goal and potentially put this one out of reach. 66th minute here in Dallas at the Cotton Bowl. The goal by Katie Murray in the 15th minute for Spokane, still holding up. Pauline McDonald trying to urge her team.
She is not a happy coach right now.
Can you blame her?
Not at all.
Wasn't all that thrilled with the performance last week. Chalked that up to some rust from after the break, but today just has not been there for them. Hinson to the outside, Ubogagu. Tried to find Thornton just off target, and again a throw-in.
At this point, Dallas needs to focus on their fundamentals, right? Just make and complete the simple pass.
Seems like they just need some kind of jolt of energy to get them going. Just kind of feel flat. Danielson for Missimo. Missimo, the cross, it's low, it deflects, and it's handled by Spokane. A lot of open space on this near side, but Abiadu, look at that closing speed to get there. Dorsey. Surprising sub for Dallas now. Cameron Lancaster will come in her Dallas debut as she replaces Allie Thornton. So Thornton, who's just seemed a little off tonight, will exit in the 67th minute. Cameron Lancaster, who was signed during the break, tied for third all-time in assists at TCU,
Lancaster. Leaving the match is number
Here by
20,
Fort
Harley
Worth.
North.
Mansfield, Texas. Played her college ball at TCU in Fort Worth. Nissimo. Nobody home.
An interesting sub there. Nothing against Lancaster, but you're surprised to see Thornton being taken out, especially when they need a goal.
And those seconds just keep ticking away. Still plenty of time, but you gotta wonder when frustration will really start to mount for Dallas. All the way back, retreating for it, playing it towards goal.
Looking at Dallas's record, right, 6 wins, 3 losses, and 6 ties. Makes you wonder, and Coach McDonald mentioned it, how many of those ties could they have turned into 3 points versus only getting 1 point?
Certainly last week they felt like should have been one of those.
Perfect example is last week.
The inaugural USL Super League season, of course, is well underway. Visit USLSuperLeague.com for all the latest information, analysis, and insight into all things Super League. Give a ton of credit to Joe Johnson in Spokane. This has been an excellent road performance into the 70th minute.
We talked about Spokane, right, being at the bottom of the table, and now they had this break. They had this break to regroup, get together, make those changes, make those adjustments, and they look good today.
Whistle here, the flag was up for offside, and you know, look, again, 9 points back, tied for last in the Super League table, but you string together 2, 3 wins, you're right back in the thick of things.
Especially at the Cotton Bowl, right?
Yeah.
You're getting wins away from home. That's huge.
Yeah. Of course, one of the most historic sporting venues. How about getting your first win in 7 tries on the road in this building? 20 minutes plus added time to hang on to it. Lancaster flips it ahead. That ball for Hinson is just a bit too far out of her reach. Nice idea from Tamara Bolt, but a little too much mustard on it.
More misconnections by Dallas.
Thomas. Nissimo's been quiet today, scored 4 minutes into her debut last week. Tara Bolt. Held back. How is that not a whistle? There is the whistle, and it's going to draw a well-deserved card as well. Giano.
This starts from Bolt's run, staying nice and wide, and something that Dallas has to continue to do. They have to play their wide players.
73rd minute. Joe Johnson looks on. Tamara Bolt carries in. The cross, back post, nobody home. Don't miss out, Trinity fans. Join the team for the next home match just 15 days from now on March 9th as they take on Brooklyn FC while celebrating International Women's Day. It's another 4 p.m. kickoff, and all fans in attendance will receive a free pair of DTFC sunglasses. Scan the QR code now to secure your ticket, or send an email the tickets at DallasTrinityFC.com to learn more. Josh Appel, Christine Huber with you. 73 minutes in the books from the Cotton Bowl. What a massive result this would be for Spokane. And an unbelievable one for Dallas. We asked Pauline McDonald this week, what is the challenge of playing against the team in Spokane that, given where they are in the standings, might not have all that much to lose? Well defended there again by Spokane. Or did they call the whistle for a foul?
Spokane has nothing to lose. And that's exactly what Coach McDonald said, is she didn't know what to expect from this team today. It's their first game back. So it was a lot of unknowns, and for this second half for Dallas, there hasn't been major adjustments yet. They still look flat, like you said. They're still unable to make those connections and connect those passes with their teammates.
Heisey is 16 minutes away from her 4th clean sheet of the season. Dallas is excellent at keeping possession, controlling the game, but Spokane has been up to the test and then some today.
You can see Spokane's defense, right? Everybody's compact, everybody's back behind the ball, and Dallas keeps trying to force the ball into it.
Danielson, second half sub, strong on it. Hinson fires, not enough pace on it though, and the save is made by Heisey.
And these long balls have been working for Spokane too.
They're trying to hang on here in the final 15 minutes. Foul here. Cameron Lancaster, she tries to make an impact in her Dallas debut.
Dallas fans unhappy about that call.
So I just want to go over something here, Christine, because we asked Joe Johnson for her keys to victory for her team this week. And I want to see what you think about how so far through 75 plus minutes, now into the 76th, how they've done that. Do well in attacking transitions against Dallas's 3-back. Play between the lines and drive at their back line, meaning Dallas's. Outside backs, mindful of spacing, height, and depth. Low block defending. Check, 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 check.
Check
right?
all those boxes. One of the things she was concerned about as well was those early services in. And besides the first few minutes, right, we saw Dallas send a few early balls in. There really hasn't been much else.
Well, they have been excellent. This is one of their better performances this season. Remember, they played to a 0-0 draw here in the fall season. They've already gotten one result in this building, potentially looking for two. Entered today 0-2-4, 2 losses, 4 draws on the road, no wins.
Depending what Lexington does tonight, Spokane could jump them, and now all of a sudden they're not at the bottom of the table anymore.
Absolutely, and then you're Dallas, you're in a tie with Carolina. They're in action this weekend. Fort Lauderdale and Tampa right on their heels.
3 points today for Spokane could potentially put them into 6th place. 1 win. It's amazing. It's amazing how close the teams are after half the season's already gone.
So substitutions for Spokane. Wayne Balata making her 3rd appearance for Spokane. Enters for the goal scorer, Katie Murray. Her goal in the 15th minute, still holding up. And then Julianne Valorand enters for Alyssa Bourgeois. So some fresh legs in there for Spokane for this final stretch. Allie Cook is out there as well. Each team has made 3 substitutions. Dorsey. Tracked down by Cook. Abiodun, though, took it away. Dorsey.
Dorsey needs to fly up that flank a little sooner. Turn the jets on, go up the field, get up that sideline.
Over the top. Lancaster trying to get there, but again, defended well. Valorant. Throw in for Spokane.
You can see how frustrated the Dallas players are getting. Every time that they receive the ball, there's 1 or 2 Spokane defenders all around them.
Tamara Bolt gets taken down. Free kick coming from that spot, and a yellow issued to Valorand. Could be a massive opportunity here for Dallas to get the game level.
Big mistake by Valorand there. She thought the ball was going to be going out of bounds, but it stayed in. She didn't shield it quite well enough. Bolt able to just snipe it right from her.
Gotta be a lonely feeling for Valorand. Just came on and now makes the mistake and gives Dallas this chance. Gagu will set it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. A caution.
She's going to go for goal on this kick.
To Spokane, number 22.
See what she decides. That would be certainly ambitious. Let's see. It's low, it deflects, and it's a corner. I don't think she hit that one the way she wanted to.
She needed more pace on it. A low-driven ball, but just didn't have enough pace to make it through.
And now that looks like Valorand, who's down. Rough couple of minutes for her since coming on. See, she took that spill in behind.
She's in a lot of pain down there now. It's always the worst. You just come in, you just enter the game, and an injury may force you off.
Valorand, West Virginia alum. Takes defending to heart. Actually played with the Wayne Balata, who she just entered the game with in the Canadian national program. On that right ankle.
These last few minutes here, let's see what adjustments Coach McDonald makes for this Dallas team. Get that ball forward, get more connections, get more opportunities in front of the goal.
Good sign, Valorand is up, but she will have to go off for a moment. So Spokane will have to survive with 10 for a couple of moments.
She's going to have to go to midfield.
Yeah.
She can't just enter wherever she wants.
Hey, listen, might as well try. Might as well make them
I get it.
Make
She's
them
in the
tell
back, and she has to go back there, but I'm not sure if the fourth official is going to let her on from there.
We'll all find out together as we wait for this corner from Obugagu. Back post. It's a good one. Deflects it in the air, pinballing around, and here comes Spokane. Weinert with Abiadoun behind her, and she lost it. Abiadoun has shown off that speed a few times in this match. Time is running out for Dallas. A goal by Katie Murray, the first of her season, has held up since the 15th minute. Lancaster went down along with Cummings. Foul was called on Cummings. Danielson, who came on as a second half sub, stands over it. Into the area it comes. Excellent job on the back end to clear that away. Throw in for Dallas.
For Spokane, you want to get all your defenders up, stay nice and compact with your teammates.
Too far out of the reach.
Just another unforced turnover for Dallas. It's really been the theme tonight for them.
They seem very discombobulated and have really since the first 10 minutes. That was their best stretch, and they haven't been able to really replicate that. Spokane hang on. Allie Cook trying to make her mark, but Abiadoun, beautiful play. Cook recovers.
Tough to make the speed move against Abiadoun, huh? She just has so much space on her.
Obugagu tried to cross one in, went off the head. One of the Spokane defenders, she is down. Cummings gets it started. Lancaster lost it. Cleared away by Spokane. Dorsey. Too far out of the reach for Obugagu.
Spokane's going to take their time now. Try to milk as much time off the clock as they can.
Joe Johnson watching on as the seconds tick away.
What an excellent game plan she's had today.
Let's see if they can finish this one out. Time is winding down at the Cotton Bowl. Katie Murray's goal in the 15th minute has stood as the only one. Spokane tries to close this out and earn their first road win of the season. They get their second half of the spring season off to a fantastic start. Maybe drive Dallas to search for answers. They've got a big showdown in their next match with Brooklyn, who they've yet to score against this year.
We'll see Brooklyn in action later tonight. Kickoff at 7:30, or 7, excuse me. "87
minutes in the books. Handball, Biadu. Coming for Spokane, and they are more than content to take their time and hang on to this. Haley Thomas. Battling along the touchline with Lancaster. And another throw in for Spokane. I mean, this is exactly what Spokane Zephyr FC wants. Kick here. Dallas, you would imagine, will want to hurry this up.
They're going to want to push their players up.
A bit of a miss hit there by White.
It's not the ball they wanted.
Now they've got to battle back for possession, and they get called for a foul.
They'll take their time to set up this kick.
Johnson looks on. Balada stands over it in the 90th minute. Spokane inching its way closer to a massive upset. On goal, handled by White. Now Dallas has got to hurry.
That's a card.
Yes, it is. Allie Cook. A little bit of gamesmanship there.
Or lack of. Welcome to the game, Cook. Welcome.
Her debut.
Welcome to the league, yeah.
Her debut for Spokane. Ball over the top, handled by Spokane Zephyr FC. There you see the indication. 4 minutes of added time. Can Spokane hang on, or will Dallas pull off some late magic? Here comes a sub. Vigiano out, Riley Tanner in. Tanner in her debut this season for Spokane. Spent time with Washington Spirit, 30th overall pick in the 2023 NWSL draft. Experience for Panama in the World Cup and the Gold Cup. And now is called upon here to help protect this 1-0 lead in added time and give Spokane its first road victory of the 24-25 Super League season. Can they hang on? Joe Johnson eager, staring at the clock.
Big 3 points if Spokane can pull this off.
Danielson puts it in play. Towards the area it comes, trickles around, skirts all the way by, and a goal kick for Spokane.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Substitution for Spokane in the 90th minute. Entering the match is number 13, Riley Tanner. Leaving the match is number 15, Natalie Vigiani.
Spokane aggressive. They take it away. And this is exactly what they want. To the corner they go. Foul is called. Flag goes up as Weinert went down.
Some extracurriculars after the whistle's been blown.
There you see Pauline McDonald not going to be happy if this miracle isn't pulled off.
Frustrating day, I feel, for Coach McDonald, for the Dallas players, for the midfielders.
Corner, they bring it again. A goal kick, and you see the urgency from Dallas. They know they have to get it going quick. The seconds are ticking away. Brooks for Bolt. Back to the keeper, White. Sent over the top. Nobody home in maroon, but it takes an advantageous bounce. Try to get it to the outside. Still have possession. Obugagu, the cross to the back post. It's snared out of the air by Heisey. Henson was making the run. And Heisey calm on her line. Brooks battling, Abiadoun battling. Bodies collide, play continues. Missimo. Her long ball off the mark. Brooks goes down, play continues. Lancaster. Danielson couldn't get there, takes it away though. Brooks, she goes down, foul. There's the whistle. And this might be the last gasp. Almer took her down. Everybody forward. Danielson to stand over it. In added time. Spokane seconds away from a massive upset. This could be it. Danielson stands over it. It's put into a dangerous spot. Went for goal, tipped over goal. Ambitious, but the final gasp. Full time at the Cotton Bowl. Yes, they Spokane. What an upset. Spokane Zephyr FC. Their first win away from home. A massive 3 points at the Cotton Bowl. A 1-0 win over Dallas Trinity FC.
Spokane in one game, an away game, going from 8th place all the way up the table to 6th place as of right now. What an unbelievable performance by them tonight.
5th clean sheet of the season, 4th for Hope Heisey, and the goal in the 15th minute by Katie Murray stands for the full 90. What a performance from Spokane and Joe Johnson's team.
They had their game plan, they had their tactics, they stuck to it, and it worked.
For Dallas, Christine, they score in the 4th minute against Fort Lauderdale last week. The next 86, nothing. Full 90 today, nothing. It's been a struggle for them.
It really has been. They were a bit slow today. They had a lot of missed connections, a little flat, and just unable to get those goal-scoring opportunities like we've seen in the past.
All right, so Spokane, their first win away from home this season. We're proud to be joined now by Spokane's head coach, Joe Johnson. And Coach, what a performance by your squad tonight. It feels like they stuck and executed to the game plan you had coming in.
Yeah, really proud of them. They really bought into the game plan, taking away the middle of the field, making it a bit predictable, and especially when it got late in the game, they were going long. So, yeah, super proud of them. Getting this one out on the road. Road points are always hard, so proud of them.
Talk about how big this victory is, again, for a road win here at the Cotton Bowl.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've been really close in the last part of the season. We had a long road stretch and probably should have got some points. So, yeah, I just think we need to get this one out of the way, and really excited about it.
How can this type of win jumpstart your team the rest of the way here in the spring?
Yeah, I think it just gives a little belief. We've been grinding, and again, in the locker room, we just think that we're a lot better than maybe our results and our standings are, and so I think it just helps.
Coach Joe Johnson, Spokane Zephyr FC, huge 3 points on the road, first win away from home this season. Congrats on the victory. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll have more for you here from the Cotton Bowl in moments to wrap things up for you. What a win for Spokane, 1-0 over Dallas. Back at the historic Cotton Bowl in Dallas. An upset. Spokane Zephyr FC, a 1-0 win on the road, first win away from home. Comes against Dallas. Josh Pell, Christine Huber here to wrap things up for you as we take a look at our full-time match highlights. Early on, 15th minute, this was the only goal of the game.
This was it, and this is all they needed. An excellent layback, and Murray with the nice finish, just nice and easy, a nice paced pass into the back of the net.
Emma Jaskanik on the assist. Murray's first shot on goal ends up in the back of the net. First one of the season for her. For Dallas, the chances were hard to come by, but Allie Thornton right here from distance, one of their best of the day.
Really is, and Heisey able to tip that ball over the post there, and that's really all we saw in the first half and most of the second half from Dallas.
Spokane came close to adding to their lead. Weiner the cross, and then just a bit off target there from Vigiano. Spokane, the story for them was their defensive work in the second half. I can't think of really any major scoring chance that Dallas was able to put together.
Besides that last shot, the last second of the game, that's really all Dallas had in that second half.
Shots were 12-11 in favor of Spokane, 5-3 on target in favor of Dallas. You can see Dallas dominated possession as well. They had more corners, but they were not able to find. There was just not the quality that maybe you're used to seeing from Dallas. Spokane deserves a ton of credit for their road performance today. Spokane, they'll get back at it March 8th against Carolina Ascent. Dallas made it home March 9th, the showdown against first place Brooklyn. For Christine Huber and our entire USL Super League staff, this is Josh Appel saying so long from the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Spokane with a massive upset over Dallas. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you next time. In a dangerous spot, Spokane strikes first. On the road, Spokane shocks Dallas with a goal in the 16th minute.
How about this play off the throw-in? And take a look at this layoff here. And what a finish, just pace inside of the foot. In a dangerous spot, Spokane strikes first. On the road, Spokane